up, everybody?
What's happening, family?
And welcome back to another episode of Is This Gonna Cause an Argument? My name is that chick angel. Skidoo-bidoo-doo-doo. That chick angel. I go by Angel Tanksley. And I go by Angel again more. But I'm gonna stop singing, 'cause that's what the other host is waiting for. Thank you, Kennedy. Kennedy was impressed by that. Yes. She said, oh, that's what you like. That's, you be wanting that O factor. Tell them who you are, baby. See if you can top me.
I'm the other host of This Is Gonna Cause an Argument.
They can't hear you.
Marcus Tanksley, a.k.a. Tank. Hey, if this is your first time tuning in, we greatly appreciate it. This is a podcast we do every single week. And I do it with my beautiful wife.
Thank
all this
you.
Energy. Look at her.
Yeah.
This ball of energy. And we're going to need that energy today because I ain't got none, but we're going to talk about that later on in the episode. Hey, and if it's your first time tuning in, you will hear from some sponsors.
Yes, we got sponsors today, and we are so grateful. We have Drink Elements, as well as HelloFresh, Lumi Deodorant, and BetterHelp. We'll tell you more about them later on the podcast, but we hope that if they offer a service or a product that you have been interested in trying, that you'll use our promo code or our URL to try out their products. What happens is, when you all are like, ooh, this sounds interesting, I want to try it, this seems dope, that sponsor, that company realizes they've partnered with the right podcast, and it really does help us out. So can't wait to tell you more about them later on the show. Go ahead,
absolutely. Baby. And also, if this is your first time tuning in, you will notice that we are looking down at our phones. No, we are not being distracted. We are talking to our immediate family.
That's if you're watching.
That's if you're watching, absolutely. And if you're listening, you will hear us reacting and also talking to our immediate family. We might talk about a comment or something that they put up. And who that immediate family is, they are the people that are on our Patreon. They watch us film this live. They're watching us right now. We've been talking to them for about, 15, 20 minutes before we started recording. And they join us every week. And They join us on the weekend sometimes. They join us for bonus episodes. They join us for home repairs that I just be doing.
Boom.
One so far. And you can be a part of that media family. All you got to do is go to patreon.com/thatchickangel. Sign up for the low of $5 a month.
$5.
You under dig? And that gets you all of that. That gets you 5 live podcasts if you sign up for that Patreon. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Fantastic. Okay. We're going to start this segment off, or this show off, with my favorite segment, Tanksley Pride. Tanksley Pride is a segment that we do where we get to tell you stories about one of our 4 boys, or all of them, or some of them, or none of them. We have 4 boys: Marcus, who's 14, 8-year-old twins Kai and Sai, and a gorgeous little 4-year-old who's also terrible, named Amar. We've had so much happen this weekend that I was like, we got to do Tanksley Pride. So I'm going to let you go, because I'm going to let you go first, because I'm going to unload the clip after you're done.
Okay. Well, the thing that's sitting at the top, first and foremost, and I know you're going to talk about this too, but my oldest son, y'all, went to homecoming. You mind if I talk about this? I
got what I'm going to do. Okay. You go ahead.
He went to homecoming, right? And he, and I'm going to get to this part, this too, probably after this segment, but I was feeling horribly sick all last week, and done got the flu right after having COVID. So, and I reminded him, I told him to remind me, I said, you got a homecoming coming up on Friday. You got to remind me to cut your hair before that. Okay. You got to be no later than Thursday. And then, so by the time he came to remind me, I didn't even tell him. I was telling him, when you're done with your homework, come see me. Because I was going to tell him, take out the recycling stuff. His choice. He comes down, clippers in hand.
Ready.
I was like, hey man, I can cut your hair tomorrow when you come home from school. He was like, I'm not coming home from school. I got a rehearsal. So I got up, cut it, gave him a nice little lineup. And the part that has me, I know Angel's gonna give a lot more detail, not even a little, is after he got all dressed up, the part that was a top of the what is it? What am I trying to say?
I don't know.
The pinnacle for me is the way we got to send him to homecoming.
Yes.
Him and his friend, one of his friends, they actually had on the same exact shoes, brand new shoes. The other friend, the third one, showed up. He was like, why didn't y'all tell me? Neither one of them knew, because both of their moms Angel got Marcus's shoes, and the other kid's mom got his shoes, and they hadn't even talked. I want a pair because them Jordans was clean.
Ain't they?
Anyway,
so does Damien. He said, tell me what they are so I can buy them.
Marcus was so fresh. He's always fresh and clean. Red looks good on him, same as me. Black looked good on him, same as me. And he was just so clean. So seeing them get in that truck, and we started taking pictures, and Angel's coaching them like, y'all got to give me something. And it only took one. One to throw up the deuces. And then Marcus went into the diamond shape hand like I'm in deep thought. Then the other one went into the almost rubbing lotion, but just I'm gonna hold
but
the
with one
together.
one eyebrow.
Oh, one eyebrow up. I was like, oh, look at the kingpins in back of this SUV. And then so we ended up following them because we got them a car. That's the part that where we got to send them. That was the pinnacle for me, to be able to get a car service to take them to their homecoming. And them get chauffeured there, and when they're ready to leave, they can leave whenever. So we ended up following the truck there, and they didn't. I thought they knew. I thought Marcus knew.
I didn't too.
And I walked right past his window because I'm recording the whole time. So I go stand behind his door waiting on him to get out. So he kicks his foot out. Getting out, he straight up Jerome Rome / Spice Adam kicked his foot out the SUV and stands up. And he looks so smooth getting out, and then he looks at me. He's like, "What are you doing here?" But seeing him in that element, like around his peers, and then walking in, I was just like, that was like that was something that I told Angel. I said when we were living in our old house. That would have been something like, can you believe they did that? They send their kids to the thing. And I'm like, the fact that we got to the level that we're able to do that meant a lot to me. But they had fun. They seemed like they had fun. They came back. They stopped at Jack in the Box, came back to the house, ate and talked and stuff. So that was like just seeing him in that element, seeing him have fun, seeing something that he was into and smiling that much and that big. Because, again, he a lot like me. He don't smile a lot.
I think he does. I think he cheeses all the time.
Yeah, he does cheese a lot. He does cheese. But not like that. Not like he was for homecoming. That was a different smile. But, yeah. Go ahead. Unload the clip.
Thanks to Drink Element for sponsoring this video. They are a sponsor of today's podcast, and I'm so excited to tell you about them. If you don't know about Element, it's a zero sugar electrolyte mixed drink born from a growing body of research revealing the optimal health outcomes occur at sodium levels 2 to 3 times government recommendations. Each stick pack delivers a meaningful dose of electrolytes free of sugar, artificial colors, and other dodgy ingredients. Element is formulated for everyone on the mission to restore health through hydration. It is perfectly suited for athletes, folks who are fasting, and those following keto, low carb, whole food, and paleo diets. I actually have my oldest son who is running cross country using Element to be able to get his body the optimum situation to be able to recover, because that's a lot. Running 3 miles is not something that everybody does every day. But what's great, it's also great for me. You know, I work out every morning. We just got off of a fast. So being able to have Element as a tool that we were able to use to keep ourselves together. But listen, not just our family uses Element. We're talking about U.S. Olympians. It was they partnered with Team USA weightlifting and other Olympic athletes. Professional athletes use Element. I'm talking about NFL, NBA, NHL. as well as special forces, okay? Anything the Navy SEALs teams using, FBI snipers, okay, the Marines, I feel like I should be using as well, okay? And it's their exclusive hydration partner. And health experts also really are advocates of Element, and they back up the functional value of the drink. And I think it's something that you all would love too. Now, this is what we want you to do. We want you to try Element totally risk-free. If you don't like it, give it away to a salty friend and we'll give you your money back. No questions asked. They have a very low return rate and a high reorder rate. They send new boxes and refund immediately. They consistently hear that Element customer service is the best, no BS, customer service around. And if you hear a complaint about Element from your community, send it straight to them at hello@drinkelement.com and they will make it right. Okay. So get a free sample pack with your Element order. And let me tell you where you can get that from. Get your free sample pack with your Element order by going to drinkelement.com/argue.
Argue.
We want to thank Element, spelled LMNT. Don't y'all love this spelling? I love it. Thank you, Element, for sponsoring today's episode.
Thank you, Element.
Boom. All right, so I'm about to unload the clip. Y'all know, yeah, come on. It's about so many things. Actually, I'm not going to start with homecoming. I'm going to start with the twins, who also, this was their first homecoming game. The great thing about their school is that it's a TK through 12 school. So when they do homecoming, it's the whole school that's invited. Right. So I got to see the twins perform for the first time with I got to show you the video.
Yeah, I didn't get to do any of this stuff with the family.
Yeah, because he was at home not feeling good. So I took all the kids.
Feeling like shit.
Yeah, or you could say that. And I got to see them sing with their classmates, and they were doing harmony. I said, what? I said, now come on. Now, this is what I like. This is what we're paying for, harmony. Not only that, I got to meet the girl that Sai has a crush on, and she has a crush on him. And that baby sounds older than me when she talks. She sounds so mature. She was like, Sai, let me tell you, Sai, I am the youngest. So, and I was like, when I heard her voice, I was like, oh my gosh.
Angel told me that. I couldn't stop laughing.
She sounded so
Get a load
grown.
of this. Get a load of this.
Sai, listen to this. I told you I can't even help it. I was born that way. So that was hysterical. I got to see the boys playing with their friends, the friends that they have made, and they have made a nice group of friends, like for real, for real. It was great. Amar even had a blast at homecoming. Of course, little Marcus, I let him do his own thing, so he was kicking it with his friends, but getting to see the boys with their new set of friends was really nice, as well as there was a black homecoming queen and king, which has never happened, I think, at the history of the school. So that was kind of fire. I was like,
due to the percentage, it seemed impossible to accomplish.
Listen, no, the homecoming queen, she had a plan of action, and I said, I love it. Period. Yes.
Plan and execute.
So while that part of homecoming was fun, I'm actually not going to even talk about the dance yet. The other little bit of Tanksley Pride story I want to tell was, so on Saturday morning, I took Amar to a birthday party for one of his classmates. And Amar is so different from my other kids. Even in his sweet ways, he's different. Most of my kids, if they were put in a place that was fun, they would not need to see me until they were hungry or needed to use the restroom. Mm-hmm. Amar was like, come with me to every piece of this play area. I do not want you just to sit down in the corner. Amar played with me. Like, he played with his friends a little bit, but for the most part, it was me and him. And I know he doesn't get a lot of one-on-one time with me, so that was also strange to just be someplace and it's just me and him. I was like, what is this? And I was there and I realized I didn't really know any of the kids' names. And these are his classmates. And I didn't know the parents' names. And then I also realized I didn't care to learn any of it. It was just like, you people will not be a part of our life next year for real.
It's crazy how the roles have reversed.
Oh, yeah. Because you be knowing the parents.
I know not the names. Trust me, I don't know nobody's names, but I know the parents' faces because the way our schedules work, I end up dealing with Amar mostly in the mornings and everything, or even events and stuff. It's been me and Amar. So for the other 3 kids, it was always Angel because I was usually at work and stuff. So this whole switch has been crazy.
Yeah, I was just like, not to say these aren't really nice people and their kids are pretty nice, but for most of these people, this is their first or only child. And I'm like, this is my 4th and last child. So even the thought of, let's set up a play date for our kids to get together. No, I don't have time to dedicate individual play dates to any of my kids that I have to also be in attendance. Yeah. It's just like, we ain't. You
didn't even do it with the twins. It's like if their friends know if you invite one, you got to invite both.
Listen, Sai got invited to a birthday party, and they said due to the size of what they're doing, siblings cannot come. And our RSVP no so fast. I was like, oh, well, due to the fact that he's a twin and they're still young, they can only go to parties where they're both invited. But thank you so much. So that was the younger kids. Now to my big baby. Y'all know we just actually posted it on social media, the whole thing of not having daughters, what it was like for me. There are certain things that as a mother, some mothers, they get excited about. Not all. But, the going dress shopping, even just dressing your daughter from a baby until she's, dressing her own self can seem like a bit of a fairy tale because they make girl clothes cuter. I mean, boys, listen.
Yeah, they trash. It's going to have a random ass number.
Yeah. It's
some type of ball or truck on it.
So luckily my oldest trusts me. And I also try to respect his taste. He was very much so like, I do not want a collared shirt. Yeah, I don't, and because they have to wear that more often in school than what most kids have to.
Or dinosaurs. Sorry.
Oh yeah, dinosaurs and trucks. Oh yeah. So I was like, okay, he doesn't want to wear a collared shirt. So I started envisioning stuff. I was like, yeah, I want to put him in a turtleneck because I feel like turtleneck can be really elegant. He's young enough that, it doesn't look too douchey, and I think he could pull it off and not be made fun of for this turtleneck, right? And so I went shopping. I went ham. I was sweating in that mall with the amount of clothes I had. I needed a cart. I bought like 5 pair of sneakers to try to match up with the outfits. We did a little fitting. We found something he liked. Then we read the daggone rules, and it said he had to wear a blazer because I wanted to do a turtleneck and a vest. They were like, in order to come up into this homecoming, you better wear a blazer. So found him a black blazer that fit. Him being so long and skinny just makes life so much. I don't know what your mother did. Were you just in oversized clothes?
Let me see. Well, Mama wouldn't dress me the way you be dressing him, but I had suits. No, I had suits that fit. They fit kind of big, as I can remember. Yeah. Some of my suits were fit, but we used to go to where we go? Pennies.
Pennies, okay.
We used to go to Pennies.
Yes.
Or Sears.
Uh-huh.
And they can get your clothes to fit a little bit closer to your size.
Okay.
But then you go to that age section or whatever, that size section or whatever, and that would be every now and then I'll get a suit, but I wear that suit and they would get hemmed. So you undo at him as I grow. Uh-huh. We was wearing suits to church.
Right. That's why I figured. I was like, how?
No suit on. But then as I got, late teens, then big clothes were in style. Mm-hmm. Now it's a more tailored fitted look.
Yeah. Well, somebody just asked in our Patreon, Jessica Williams said, where did I get his outfit? Well, you know what? At first I was in Macy's pulling a lot of stuff. That's where I got a lot of the pants, vest combos that he did not end up wearing. The outfit, every single piece but the tennis shoes ended up coming from H&M. Because what I realized, H&M is too snug for my husband. Yeah. And my son is just short enough that the pants aren't too short, and they tend to
nothing in H&M.
Yeah, they tend to cut tighter in H&M. They tend to, my husband still dresses kind of like from like 2010-ish where stuff was looser.
Yeah, I'm not wearing, y'all ain't gonna see me in no, what they call, I was going to call, basically boy shorts. Sugar daddy, whatever the hell you call them, shorts. Y'all ain't gonna see me in no skinny
Hoochie
jeans.
daddy shorts.
Hoochie daddy shorts. Y'all ain't gonna see me in no skinny jeans. My stuff's gonna fit shorts. Like they got some goddamn sense. They ain't gonna be baggy. I ain't gonna be walking around looking like Nelly and Lil Jon, but I ain't gonna be up here in no damn leggings.
So yeah, we found the turtleneck, the pants, and the blazer.
I'm 41 because I'm 41.
You do. The blazer I could not find. I couldn't find one that worked in Macy's because they were all for bigger, thicker men.
Sizes. And then you go, even in Macy's, if you go to Marcus, it's too big for the junior sizes.
Yeah, he's out of there completely.
In that, even getting him jeans, a lot of times I'll go to Levi's because sometimes you can find like a narrow, long Levi jean that was he. I think he's like a 30, 34, same length as me.
He's a 32, 34.
32, yeah, 32, 34, which is weird because it's like narrow and long.
Yeah.
I'm in 38, 34, so it's like, God dang, boy.
Yeah, so that outfit came together, the sneakers, fire. And then as you all you're kind of seeing, like I did Valentine's Day for the twins earlier this year where I put together a whole tea party for them and their friends. And most of their friends whose parents I'm friends with are girls. So I was like, oh, perfect. We'll do a little tea party. I got tea sets. I got them outfits to get dressed up in. I am trying to take away this whole I feel like societal standard that you can't like pamper your boys, like, and that only comes with girls are the princesses. I'm like, I want to be able to do this like sweet stuff for my boys. I want them to feel special in the same way that I feel like people typically do for their daughters,
Yeah, and
go ahead.
No, what was interesting about that is like, you got idiots out there, dudes especially men, be like, oh, you can't do, you got to, or even toxic ass women. Well, why would you want your son to do something like that? Because you teaching your sons how to be a gentleman to a woman. Mm-hmm. They were able to cater to the women and like pull their chair out for them.
Yeah.
And do all this type of stuff. Chivalry ain't dead. I'm like, no, that's a benefit to something like that.
Oh yeah. They took the women's purses and coats when they came in. They asked them if they wanted anything to drink, trying to teach them how to be good hosts. But like for little Marcus, like me and little Marcus, the day before Christmas Eve, me and him go get pedicures. That's the only time of the year that we go do that. The twins are like jealous. They're like, hey, but I am, as a boy mom, trying to just do the things I actually want to do regardless of the gender of my children. And some of those things are like pampery things that make them feel like little princes. So getting his friend, I was like, when he was like, he wasn't sure if he wanted to go to the after party because apparently, did you have after parties in high school?
Our after parties was
Denny's and IHOP. I mean, not IHOP.
McDonald's parking lot.
They had a full-blown, a family, a parent. They rented out another like ballroom at another hotel. And I mean, decorated that thing to the nines for the 9th graders to have an after party until like 1 a.m.
I don't understand. What's the aim? Like, when you doing that for your child in the 9th grade, what do they have to look forward to?
Well, I think this, because this parent has a lot of money, that they probably got a lot more things to look forward to. I have no idea.
But it's like the school's already having a party. Right?
Listen, I was highly like, when I found out, I was like, okay, I was like, I'm going to give you the option to go, even though I know there's going to be stuff happening there as far as in drugs, liquor. I already know. I'm not confused. I know how these private school kids get down. Mm-hmm. But I also know that if I can't trust my son when it comes to peer pressure, then then he just going to be around me all the time. So, and I know that's not his poison. Like I ain't really that's not the part of him I have to worry about. But him and his friends, they were just like, no, we good.
Yeah.
And most of the people went to the after. Most of the ninth graders went to the after party. They were so happy with. I put some money on his little green light card, and told the driver take them to Jack in the Box. They came home with milkshakes, fries, tacos.
It was like y'all ain't want to go to the after party? No. We are good. It was like, all right.
Marcus said, I feel like we've lost most of our hearing. So I think we're fine with that. They said they danced all night. One of his friends said it was the best night of his life. And then because that one friend, his dad took about 30 minutes to come get him. Yeah. They were able to go upstairs and play video games. Marcus was like, I would much rather play video games with my friend than to be at an after party. Hell, half of the boys, actually, Marcus took a video. Half of the boys were sitting at the table at the homecoming playing the same game on their phone. Which is
crazy to me because they actually banned us from dancing with girls.
Oh, because y'all nasty.
Yeah.
Y'all nasty, trying to rub your things all up betwixt people's butts.
Yeah, y'all, we met at keep a distance. Because them teachers was like, what in the hell?
Nasty.
DJ messed up, played Atomic Dog. It was curtains.
That song, I really feel like sends us in a frenzy.
Since the beginning of the song. That is nothing new. When that song came out in the 70s, everything you was doing to the Atomic Dog was already being done.
I listen, when my mother was like, oh, they used to play that when I went to the club. I said, now what?
And what did she say? I remember exactly what she said.
What'd she say?
She said, now I remember we used to get up on the man and see if we could get him hard.
I don't recall her saying that.
She said that.
No, I think you just adding stuff.
No, that's what she said. Is she in here? Put it up.
No, I don't think she said all that. I think you took what she said and insinuated the rest.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I would listen. I know when my mama talk foul. I don't think she said that.
She said it.
No, she did. Stop lying on my mama. Right. But anyways, he had a great time. And then the next day, and I'm going to get off of Tanksley Pride. I told you I was going to unload the clip. The next day, it wasn't. Yeah, Sunday. I was going to take us to church. And I decided, you know what? I really want to do. Last year we did this. And I was like, I want to do it again. Last year we did a Halloween movie night at the house, and I made this big old food board for them. I went to Trader Joe's and I got all of their fall stuff because Trader Joe's gonna give you pumpkin everything you need. So I made little Marcus go with me. We went and got a bunch of stuff from Trader Joe's, and then I came home and made the twins help me put the board together, and we watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
and
was it Turtle Mayhem? Is that what?
Turtle Mayhem with Ice Cube.
Yeah, that's a good movie
as the villain. And so it was nice.
It's funny,
and we all really watched. I was doing a little bit of work, but we watched the movie. Then the twins had a friend come over. It was a surprise for them, so it was just great. Especially after having someone. We had someone pass away. I just realized I only told Patreon. I had someone that was a friend of mine, even though we had grown apart, we weren't in very much communication, pass away. Well, at least I found out she passed away on Friday. Same age as me, with no warning, and no car accident or anything like that. All that could be really scary because you just don't, you're like, if you're going to be 40 and you're going to pass away, your health, we think your health should have been declining, or it had to be some sort of accident, car accident, or just like drowning, something that you're just like, okay, this is how people die. But when it's out of the blue, you just notice how fragile life is. Mm-hmm. And so I was just glad to take the moments to just be with my kids and to be with my husband. So, yeah, that's Tanksley Pride. I'm sorry I talked for so long, but I hope you all enjoyed hearing about our weekend.
Yeah, the barrel is smoking.
Mm-hmm. Well,
clip is empty.
You know what else is smoking is that stove, because I'll be cooking. HelloFresh. Thank you, HelloFresh, for sponsoring today's episode. And when I tell you we love HelloFresh in the Tanksley household, because HelloFresh gets you farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients delivered right to your doorstep so you can skip trips to the grocery store. A crazy schedule can make it easy to fall back into dinner time recipe rut. Keep mealtime exciting for over 40 recipes to choose from each week. So there is always plenty of delicious recipes to discover with HelloFresh. And turn to HelloFresh Market for yummy add-ons and enjoy the season's limited time fall flavors lineup. Feast on desserts like the apple cider cake with caramel sauce, or please a crowd with appetizers like the BBQ pulled pork nachos. And don't forget the mini pumpkin cheesecake, perfect for a me time treat. We absolutely love it. It's so easy to put together meals from like the spicy shrimp spaghetti or their barbecue flatbread. There's just so many meals that our sons enjoy and that we enjoy. HelloFresh is a staple in our household because it does allow me to cook home cooked meals and not feel stressed out by trying to decide what we're going to eat. HelloFresh does a great job and our kids love it and we do too. Go to HelloFresh.com/50argue
50argue
and use code 50argue
50argue
for 50% off plus free shipping. Again, go to HelloFresh.com/50argue
50argue
and use code 50argue
50argue
for 50% off plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Now, for our next sponsor, let me tell you, it done saved our lives multiple times. We want to give a shout out and a thank you to Lumi. That's right. Lumi is a total body deodorant. Do you understand? And when we were traveling, especially, and our bodies started to turn foul, it was like, you know, when you get a sour stomach, we were getting a sour body. Lumi kept us from being embarrassed when we would have supporters of ours find us in the airport and want to give us a hug and take a picture. Oh my goodness. I would have been highly embarrassed if people would have smelled what we would have looked like, smelled what we would have smelled like without Lumi. Okay, so let me tell you about Lumi deodorant. Okay, so let's face it, summer isn't the only time we get body odor. We get smelly under our favorite fall sweater, right? That's why I'm excited to tell you about Lumi's whole body deodorant for pits, privates, and beyond. Lumi deodorant was created by an OBGYN who discovered odor isn't just an underarm thing. It's an all over thing. So she developed Lumi, a pH balanced deodorant that's clinically proven to control odor everywhere for up to 72 hours. So fall can just be fresh. All right. So let me tell you some other things. Okay. Lumi is very safe. Okay. You can use it on your pits, under boobs, thigh folds, belly buttons, butt cracks, vulvas, and feet. The thigh folds is where it's really important for me, as well as up underneath these boobages, because the girl be getting hot up underneath there. The OBGYN who created it saw firsthand how normal BO is misdiagnosed and mistreated. It blocks odor all day and controls odor for up to 72 hours because it is formulated and powered by mandelic acid to stop odor before it starts, like a pre-odorant. Aluminum-free, baking soda-free, and paraben-free. pH balance for safe use below the belt. Now, we absolutely love it. It's something that is now something that is a part of my daily routine because I want to smell amazing. But let me tell you about the Lumi Starter Pack. It's perfect for newcomers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, and 2 free products of your choice, like a mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for our listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lumi Starter Pack with code, I'm gonna tell you, argue boom. So at lumideodorant.com, hold on. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, guys. I was afraid that I was saying things wrong. So I'm gonna start that again. As a special offer for our listeners, new customers get $5 off at Lumi Starter Pack with code argue at lumideodorant.com. That equates to 40% off your starter pack when you visit lumideodorant.com and use code argue. Okay, get $5 off your Lumi starter kit right now, your Lumi starter pack. All right, what were you about to tell me? You turned the phone to me and smiled.
Your mama confirmed.
She gonna say whatever she wants to get
No,
to be
no,
your favorite.
That's what. Look, I know my mom. I'm afraid my mom out there doing it right now. Living it up in her younger years.
You're a mess. You're a mess. Anyway, anywho, anyhow, we're gonna do a segment that we haven't done in a long time, and you probably won't even remember it. We're gonna do Tanksley Tips. I remember telling our producer, Bree, who was our producer, she's now over the editing of this podcast, because, you know, when them ads dropped, we were like, okay, guys, we got to cut corners. Tanksley Tips is something that came out of me and Marcus being like, okay, this podcast is called, Is This Going to Cause an Argument? Mm-hmm. We don't really talk about things that we are on opposite sides of. So I want to bring up something that is a tiff, and I want you to explain why you do it. Why do you add water to the hand soap pump when it gets low instead of just refilling it?
Because it ain't always some there to refill.
But
if there's more there to refill, I'm gonna refill it. But listen,
I'm listening.
You ask me the question, let me answer.
I'm listening.
If we ain't got no refill, you know, there's a point where it stops pumping.
I know
because
that.
It's so low.
Don't talk to me like I'm slow.
Because it's so low, right?
Yes.
So instead of turning it upside down, waiting 15 minutes for it to run out, what you do? You just add a little water, swirl it around there. You got what? Another week? You got another week?
Why don't you just use all of it then?
What you mean use all of it?
When you add the water, don't add so much. Switch it around and pour all of that on your hand, and then throw the bottle away.
Why waste?
That's not wasting.
That is wasted.
How?
If I can make that stretch from one use to 10 more uses.
Marcus.
You see that right there? Wasteful. Waste not.
No.
Want not.
I want to make sure you use all of it. But what's frustrating is when you go pump and it shoots out like a torpedo at your hand and it's all wet. That's not being aggressive. It's just a little.
Also, after you add that water, guess what you can do? You ain't even got to turn the water on. You just pump. Now it's going to lather up because water's already there.
Oh, so that's called lazy.
No.
That's called lazy to me. No, it is the most irritating.
Who don't add water? If you don't add water to your soap,
do you add water to your ketchup when it gets low? Do you add water to your mayonnaise? Do you add water to your mustard?
You don't have to let those
things. Do you add water to your shaving cream when it gets low? Your toothpaste tube.
Okay, she's named everything.
Your shampoo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your shaving cream you don't eat. Your toothpaste you don't eat.
All right, shampoo.
Well, I said answer
shampoo. Yes.
Shaving cream, toothpaste.
You black bastard.
Answer the other two. Shaving cream and toothpaste.
They get water added every time I use it.
No, into the bottle.
You can't.
Yeah, you could. Oh, yes, you could.
Shaving cream is an aerosol.
What about your Listerine?
I don't need to add water to that.
Why can't you?
Because it's mixed
Make
it with
it last forever.
See, she knows she wrong. Look,
no, I'm not.
How many people, look, conditioner, shampoo.
Do you do it to the laundry detergent?
Yeah, Angel lost this one. Thank y'all for Look,
hold on. Erica said no. Erica said no.
That's crazy. Look, when you laundry detergent, you got that last little bit. Do you throw the remainder away that ain't gonna come out? That's all on the side, the residue. No, you add water to the jug. You
Jessica said I won,
and then throw that in. Who don't do that?
Shay even said, Angel did I lose? Cut it, Tank.
No, I didn't say that.
You did. You said I lost.
Up in the chat. Yes, add water until you get
D. Harris said, no, I just replaced.
So y'all
Shayna
wasteful.
Said, I'm with
y'all
Angel.
Are wasteful.
No, we're not wasteful.
That is wasteful. If this bottle right here that I'm holding in my hand,
I'm going to add some tap water to it.
Detergent.
No, I'm just going to add some tap water to that.
Hold up, dishwashing detergent. Why would you add water to water?
Because why you want to be wasteful? You need more water.
It's got a little bit down there, and it's like, oh, well, let's just throw it away. No, add water, pour the rest of that in there.
I think it's dumb. I think that's dumb.
It's so silly to waste.
You change the consistency. It's not right.
You crazy. That's what you are.
I'm not crazy. I'm just saying it's not good. It's not good. Anyways.
Yes, add water. I'm going to start adding water to every damn thing in that house.
Okay, go right ahead. Watch me add water to Halo.
Look.
I'll be like, Halo looks dry.
Get low. I'm going to add water to it.
Halo looks so freaking dry. I'll be like, this drill needs water.
Add water to all your wines.
That's probably a good thing. I'm trying to lose weight. Thank you.
I'm going to go in there to all your protein shakes and stuff. I'm going to pour water in there.
That's fine. I'll tell Kiara that you over here trying to destroy her products.
No, you going to still use it?
Yeah. Anyways.
It could be like heroin's a good idea. Y'all be like, I agree with it. Get
that's
out of here.
So they can't agree with me just because that's what they agree with?
It doesn't make sense to waste.
No, but you trying to say that.
Hold up. Question.
I'm not saying waste the soap.
Yes, you are.
That's exactly not what I'm saying.
If you got laundry detergent, you're not adding laundry detergent inside a jug. You grabbing a new one and using it.
But listen, this is what I'm saying. This is where you're missing it. I'm not saying that you can't add water to it. I'm saying when you add the water, use it all the way up.
Why would you use up?
If there's there's only this much left.
I ain't saying if it's that much left. But when you add water to something, what's Melaleuca's philosophy? We don't ship water. You add water to it. If there's just a little bit left and you add water, if that little bit of water that you added makes you improves how much more you can get, if it stretches that,
that's like saying to someone,
you are making no sense right now.
I'm making a lot of sense.
You're making absolutely no sense.
That's like saying add some water to your bank account. It'll improve how much more money you can use. What I am saying is, sir, add water to get that last amount, right? Shake it up. You put it on your hand, wash your hands, then throw the bottle away. That's it.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. You're
not listening to me.
I am listening to you, but you're not listening to me. Listen to what I'm saying. If there's just a little bit left, just a little bit, and you add water to it, I'm not saying, I can't use the rest. Now that I've added water to it, listen to the logic, because a lot of women, y'all not using logic. You add that water to it. Now that you now increased the amount that you have. So you don't. If I use
you've
the rest,
also diluted the amount that you have.
That's fine. A lot of times you're using way too much anyway. What you do with the paper towel? What you do with the toilet paper? You don't need that much. You don't need that much. So now that I've added water to it, I do one pump and I'm like, God, okay, I don't need to use the whole thing. Why would I use the whole thing and I don't need to?
So that means you're putting too much water in my opinion. And you diluted it too much. Because listen. No. You just said I wasn't listening to you. You just said I wasn't listening to you.
Go ahead, because I got a rebuttal. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is, if the amount that's left is what I would typically use as a single serving of hand soap, but the problem is I can't get it out of the pump and I no longer want to wait by turning it upside down, me adding water is not changing the amount of hand soap I want to use on my hand. I want to use all that hand soap. I'm just diluting it, making it more liquidable or liquefied so that it can get out the bottle, versus you now changing the amount of soap that I actually want to use on my hand. Do you at least understand that?
I understand where you're coming from, but your logic still doesn't add up. Because you know what happens when you add the water? So you have that little bit that you're looking at the bottom of the thing. You have the straw that also has soap in it. You have the little contraption on the pump head that also has soap in it. So you adding water, you're now combining all of that. So instead of that half ounce, you now have 3 ounces. So by the time you use one pump to get that soap, you now have enough soap to continue. That's called being efficient. That's called using logic, not just let me hurry up and get rid of this just to get rid of it.
That is Tanksley Tips. We are going to agree to disagree on this.
Angel don't even squeeze her toothpaste tube from the bottom. Weirdo.
This is the thing.
She squeezed from the middle.
He can cause me illogic.
Inefficient.
He's lazy and cheap. All right, let's moving on to the topic of the day. I found, as I was cleaning up upstairs, something we had bought for the podcast a long time ago. It's called Burning Questions. I do believe we bought it. I either bought it at, I think I actually might have bought it at Target. So these are questions that Marcus and I are going to ask each other, and questions that you all can answer in the comments. Okay. You want to go first?
Oh, okay. Question. That's it, because there's a question mark right there. What was the best phase of your life?
Ooh. It's hard to really top college. College, not all of college, but there I feel like I really started to become Angel. And I definitely had fun. I had fun with my homegirls. I think that's when I went to Jamaica for the first time with me and my homegirls. So yeah, college would be. Do you want to answer it?
Yeah. What was it?
My mother said the birth of little Marcus. No,
The best phase? That's hard for me to say. I would have to say maybe early 20s.
early 20s.
Yeah.
Right around the time he got with me. It makes sense. It makes
Between
a lot of
the
sense.
ages of 18 and 22.
I knew he was going to say some crap like
Shit went
that.
all downhill.
Oh, you had already met me.
I said between the ages.
Yeah, you had met me before 23 or 22.
Yeah, I met you.
Yeah, you would. Listen, that's what really made it all worthwhile. Yeah. What do you spend too much money on?
You. Tell you that right now.
You do?
Yeah.
Is that the answer?
Yeah. Now, what do I spend too much money on? I would have to say cars. Car stuff in cars.
Yeah.
I do. That's something that granted I budget for. But yeah, I do. I spend a lot of, I ain't gonna say too much because I do enjoy, my hobby of cars. But that's what I tell you what I spent too much money on: shoes.
Oh, you were looking at your shoe
because
collection.
the cars I don't regret. I was sitting back in my closet and looked up. All my shoes are on the top of my closet, and I was looking at all of these damn shoes and all the monies. I was counting the money in each box. I was like, that is stupid. What the hell was I thinking? But them shoes ain't going nowhere. Mark is gonna be wearing them shoes here soon.
I would say, it's my phone that's vibrating. Clothes, but specifically Beyonce inspired clothes. I'm in the latest Ivy Park right now, the Ivy Park Noir, even though this is probably my favorite outfit from the collection, from all of her collections. This is so comfortable. It is so cute. And it doesn't look like something I've really seen before, even though maybe from the camera it does. It has nice texture. Her stuff costs way too much. I'm so glad it's the last of that of Ivy Park, because I just always felt the need.
The company down?
I don't know, but it's no longer with Adidas.
Oh hell, that don't tell me nothing.
There's something I don't regret spending a lot of money on, and I'm talking about I have spent a lot of money. Is on therapy, and we want to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring today's episode. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Okay. Oh, we talked about the best time of our life, but has there ever been a time in your life when you knew what was good for you, but your brain got in the way? I would say a lot of times it has to do with me. Shoot, it be happening to me professionally and personally, where I'm like, I know I should do this thing, but something stops me from doing that thing. Oh, especially with my company Mama Likes. Oh my goodness. Whew. My brain gets in the way all of the time. Well, like what you should do and what's good for you, but you can't when you're in that place. Therapy can help you figure out what's holding you back so you can work on yourself instead of against yourself. My therapist, I feel like, is worth her weight in gold. that was probably the biggest like work throughs she and I had, especially if I started developing anxiety around a situation, because my anxiety can a lot of times either cause me to kind of stop or retreat versus handling the situation and like really getting into what the mental battle was that I was having, analyzing it, and then putting actionable steps to what I needed to do to be able to get past that hurdle. The value of that is just remarkable. Like, I feel like I've become such a better mother, a better wife, and a better business owner because of therapy. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. Okay, so one thing about it that's great, it's entirely online, so it is made to be flexible, work within your schedule. You can do wherever you are, and you take a little quiz and they match you with the therapist. And if you don't really vibe with that therapist, you can change it anytime with no additional cost. So make your brain your friend with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/argue today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/argue.
Argue. Yeah, somebody said for shoes and cars, Mar. I was like, yeah, I don't regret the money I spent on cars.
I know
them
you
shoes. They kiss my ass.
I know you don't. Go
Did
ahead.
I answer your question? What was your question?
What do you spend too much money on? That was
that was both ours. Mm-hmm. Oh, yours. What's your biggest pet peeve?
And water to the soap, you dummy. No,
Saving
even
money?
though
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Even though I do it, I do it all the time, and I know people get so mad. Oh well, it's hearing the inside of someone's mouth.
Oh yeah, Angel. That's she can't stand it.
I can't. And the
to
thing
hear
is,
somebody chew or the inside of their mouth.
If y'all only knew the mental battle I go through to try to calm myself down when I hear it, it's really I can't.
You found out it's a condition, right?
Yes, misophonia or something like that. Like, it is uncontrollable, the rage it puts me in, to the point where I have to like breathe and calm myself down. I don't know what it is.
My biggest pet peeve, I would have to say clutter.
Yeah.
Clutter, it gives me anxiety.
Me too. I know you think I'm playing, but it does.
It's like, it gives me like to have to like step over stuff or just see stuff everywhere in a specific area. It drives me crazy. It gives me anxiety.
Twinsies.
To where I start, shut up. I clean up and stuff, and I'm just like, that's how, sometimes I'll just start. If there's stuff like that of mine, I'll just I get to the point, sometimes I'll throw everything away. I don't need nothing over here. If I do need it, I'll get it again. Unless it's a Social Security card or something.
He'd throw it away too.
I would.
Okay.
You know who you are. What you need that for?
When I'm drunk, I like to eat. That's, you going to fill in the blank for yourself.
You do it for yourself.
Baby.
Oh, that's my question. When I'm drunk, I like to eat. I don't be getting drunk.
Pussy.
Yeah. Can't think of nothing I can swallow.
Yeah, that's
what
definitely. What about you?
Huh?
Nachos.
Mm-hmm. And sausage.
Oh gosh.
What's something you can go a day without doing? Oh, I'm sorry. What's something you can't go a day without doing?
Something that I can't go a day without doing. Talking on the phone.
Yeah, shit. That girl can talk.
I can, thank you.
Lord, something I can't go a day without doing. I realize it's a lot I can not do in a day.
Oh, I know it. Is this mine?
Yeah, that's yours.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm trying to think because there's nothing that I like need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have any like hobbies or habits like that.
Marcus, do you look at cars every day?
No, I ain't looked at cars out last week
Because you were sick.
because I was sick. Didn't even have desire.
He can't go a day without complaining.
There you go.
There you go. Okay, hold on. Next.
Oh yeah, no, I can't go a day without brushing my teeth.
Oh yeah, no. That is the truth.
This is how bad my teeth brushing is. I had to switch over to an electric toothbrush because I brushed too aggressively.
Bless your heart.
My gums kept getting cut up and broke up and messed up. Thank you, Mama Dorothy. She had to put that in there. They kept getting messed up, and I could not figure out why. I even went to like I never used hard. I went medium toothbrush. Toothbrush. I said, let me use a soft toothbrush. Still, I was like,
he's so aggressive with his
maybe
teeth.
I should just try. So now with the electric, it does the work. You can't really.
If y'all could see him brush his teeth, y'all would be like, what are you doing? You brush your teeth so interesting to me now.
Why? Oh, because the electric one.
He brushes it so slow as if his gums are little.
Because most people
neonatal babies.
I did my research before I got an electric toothbrush because I was like, they don't work. I don't understand how. Most people don't use electric toothbrushes right. They turn them on, the head turns and all that, and they brush like a normal toothbrush. That's defeating the purpose of having an electric toothbrush. You're supposed to move the head across the tooth so the head cleans around each tooth. That's what Angel sees me do. And she was like, that's so weird. Why do you do it? I'm like, this is what you're supposed to do.
He definitely does it like he is a dentist. And you know how they clean each tooth individually? That's what he's doing.
Shame on me.
I'm not picking on you. I'm not. What is your favorite smell in the world? Yuck.
Yours?
Lavender. I love the smell of lavender. It's so nice. And baby powder, or like not baby powder, but Johnson & Johnson. That stuff is addictive. Okay, it's you.
Baby lotion?
Yeah, the Johnson & Johnson baby lotion.
They got rid of that, didn't they?
No, it still exists. That draft, the baby.
I thought they got rid of that because it had like something in it. What was the one thing that people always misunderstood about you?
Ooh. That I'm not emotional. That I am void of emotion. There we go. They take me not being emotionally expressive as me not having emotions. Mm-hmm. That's what I would say.
Okay.
Hell, I think I have that. Like I half time don't think I have empathy. And my therapist was like, you are actually way more empathetic and compassionate than you think. I was like, am I?
What's something most people don't misunderstood about me is I'm an actual caring person. I am. I'm a very caring person.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. 100% agree. What's something you hate that everyone else loves?
Drake. Now I think a lot of people hate him at this point. Something I hate that everybody else loves. Most things.
That Marcus is a country. This is how you and Kai are so much alike, and it pisses me off. You all piss me off probably equally, maybe more so Kai, because he's young. You can better articulate why you don't like something, but they are contrarians.
Not a contrary. I don't have to go with the crowd.
I'm not, but sometimes you will go against the crowd just to go against the crowd.
How? When? Name one.
All of them. Marcus will literally say, I don't like fads or trends. That is such a generalized statement it's like saying because something is a trend, you do not want to do it.
Yeah, because I don't want to look like everybody else. I don't want to do what everybody else is doing.
So that's what I'm saying.
I used to wear shell toe Adidas all the time, and I don't know who. One of them songs went back when I was in middle school. Somebody said something about some shell toes, and everybody started rocking shell toes. I had to find something else to wear.
You see, like it should not have changed. What I mean to say is, if you really like something. Like, for instance, you like Jay-Z, and so does everybody else. That's probably one of the things that I can think of that, like, your like for it or love for it.
That's different, though.
But yeah, regardless of why. But that is what I would expect out of a person is that if I like this, it doesn't matter if it became trendy or not. I like it. But you will be like, I'm removing myself from it because everybody else likes it.
But understand where I'm from. From Lexington, Kentucky. It's small. Why do
I'm from the same place.
Yeah. So if I'm going out, everybody got their own style. Why do I want to step out to the club and have on the same Air Force Ones that everybody else got on?
That's just clothing. You do it in different things.
Like what?
You do it on like when it comes to like social media, stuff like that. You remember you didn't want to get on social media.
I didn't have a need to.
But you also didn't want to. Like, there was no curiosity because everybody else was jumping on social media. You got on social media out of a necessity.
Yeah, no, I didn't get on. I wasn't not doing social media because everybody else was doing it. I was just like, I don't understand why I need to get on social media.
I stand by what I say.
That wasn't like, everybody's doing it, I ain't doing it. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to be on social media.
You don't think you're a contrarian?
I really don't, no.
Yeah, I do. I see it manifest in Kai. Kai will literally, if I say something or do something or Sai does something or says something, now with his twin brother, I can understand. He'll be like, nah, no. And I'll be like, Kai, say something else in opposition and I promise to God, I'm going to fight you. Corn.
Huh?
I'm answering the question.
What was the question?
Something I hate and everyone else loves.
Oh.
Corn. Yuck. In bacon.
Huh? Bacon?
Yeah.
You love bacon. Turkey bacon?
I'm talking about pork bacon, babe.
You never liked bacon?
It's never been like, I didn't
Even when you was eating
hate,
for it?
Yeah, it wasn't that so much that I hated it, but it wasn't like, oh, I need some bacon. No, not at all.
Do you believe in second chances?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. We ain't getting this stuff right half the time on the first try.
Yeah,
we've answered
something
this
right the first time, then you ain't doing it right.
We've answered this before, so I'm gonna ask something else. It was, how do you want to be remembered? How do you wish to be remembered? We answered this last week. What trait do you envy in others?
What trait do I envy in others? I don't know. What trait do I envy in others?
It sounds so contrary to how you would think. I feel like you are so about like you doing stuff your own way. Not to say that you don't admire what other people do. Marcus is very much so like, I'm gonna do things my way. Is that correct? Do you think that's false?
For the most part, or I see a way that I want to do something and I want to do it that way. Because not to say I recognize, at least I try to recognize when my way is not the right way.
Okay.
Or if I see somebody else's way that'll work better than my way will work for me. Mm-hmm. But a trait, I'm going to say high drive.
Motivation?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can say, yeah.
Uh-huh. I can feel that. I envy people who are amazingly organized and know how to make things aesthetically pleasing.
Hold on. Alex said beauty because I ain't got it. You are beautiful, Alex.
Don't you lie.
You're just an asshole.
Alex Nicole Morgan, don't make me call you out by your whole government name. I follow a lot of aesthetic IG accounts. I just think they're so beautiful. We took all the stuff. Me and Kennedy took all of the stuff off of me and Marcus's dresser, and it's all sitting on the floor right now. Well, the thing is, we were in the middle of working on it and doing a good job, and that's when I found out my girlfriend had died. But just taking everything off of the dresser and makeup cart, it was like rolling down an extremely tight spank. I was like, oh my goodness, that looks so nice. So I wish, and the thing is, I can articulate that. I can articulate organization and strategy for certain things. Like I'm running our Mocha Mom elections right now. When I tell you I am extremely organized and the details are sharp, but
you are organized when you're allowed to be. Like for your Angel has an overwhelming amount of beauty stuff. I don't know what you call it. Beauty and makeup stuff, skincare, overwhelming amount. And some of the stuff she hasn't tried yet. Some of the stuff she has tried is like, oh, I got this again. So I can only imagine it's hard to get everything in a space to where you can see it, you can use it. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, and Angel sees me working on not getting frustrated at her stuff. Like, and I do work on it because I understand I don't have the...
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't have that burden of makeup to do. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot. I get a lot of free products, especially skincare products.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm coming out with my own, and I'm trying to try things, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to use. But it's a lot. It's so much. I just found out that the stuff I was using in my hair, I'm allergic to. It took me a while to figure that out. So I'm like, okay, all right. It's a lot. Okay, let's just do one.
That's why I do car stuff.
Let's do one more set of questions. You do one, and I'll do one.
All right. Who's your celebrity crush? Did we already do this one?
No, but I feel like people know mine. Not
Beyonce.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna give a man.
Okay.
It would either be, even though the way he looks is changing because he's getting so old, getting older. I absolutely love Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
And then I would say Usher is creeping up there. Usher is just aging so gracefully, and because we've covered him recently, I've been able to hear his interviews, and I'm like, this man is just what's the word? It's not crafted, is polished. He's very polished. So he knows what he's doing, and I love that. I love that as his artistry. So those would be my celebrity questions.
Long time.
Yes.
How old was he when he started?
He was a teenager.
God dang.
And he is 40 something. And he still can dance well. He can't dance like the 16-year-old Usher, but he's figured out how 40-something-year-old Usher should dance and can skate his ass off. And his voice hasn't.
Yeah,
his voice is fire.
His voice got better.
Yeah.
Age didn't give his voice justice for real. I said, where do I start?
Oh my God.
I don't know. There's a lot of beautiful women out there, like black women.
It was so funny. He used to always say that Kelly Rowland was his celebrity crush.
It was Kelly Rowland for so long, but when you meet somebody and damn near become a friend, it's just like...
Her and her husband. You can't really be like, I got a crush on your wife.
We are so cool. I'm like, that's over with. But it was never something like I thought I would ever meet this person. It's just like, oh yeah, I can say that, can't do it now. I don't know. She's right there at the front of my mind. I'm just going to go ahead and say Lisa Bonet.
Oh, okay. I wonder what she looks like now in the face.
The last time I seen her, she was still like, she had all the gray hair. And I was like, God dang, really,
She's
Lisa?
gorgeous.
I don't know what she's looked like recently.
She probably
but
still looks great. Oh, yeah, no. He's met two of his celebrity crushes. One point in time, it was Angela Bassett. Met her. Then Kelly Rowland.
She ran up. We seen Angela Bassett at the Christmas party, and she hugged me. I was like, can I take a picture? Yeah, let's take a picture. I said, well, can't crush on Angela no more. She actually knows me by first name.
You probably about to meet Lisa Bonet now, too.
Well.
Because Jason Momoa, he's a good one. He's a good celebrity crush, too.
I got a celebrity crush on Jason.
Jason Momoa looks great. Okay, so last question over here. Name the one bad quality you can tolerate in a partner? It doesn't have to be me specific, or you can say this is the quality of yours.
One bad quality I can tolerate.
Yeah. You just like, well, this is what I got. It's hard for you to, if you were meeting somebody new, because I feel like your love for me oversees a lot of, covers a multitude of sin. So if it was somebody new and they did this thing, you would be like, okay.
I could like, let me overlook that. That's one bad quality I could overlook.
I know which one. Mine
for
would
me?
be.
Oh, yours? Bad quality for me would be oh, that's a lot for me to overlook. No, I mean there's not a lot I would be willing to overlook. Things that I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Trying to think of like which of my friends have a quality I mean like if Angel had this, I would overlook it.
No, don't. I'm saying it has to be somebody completely new.
Oh, it have to be somebody new.
No, like it's not me. It's like somebody that you go out on a date with and you're like, whew. But you know what?
Okay. Weed smoking.
Because you want to get back into it.
No, I don't.
Oh, you did say you don't want to do it.
But I back in the day, there was a girl I used to talk to, and she was a weed head, and I hated it. But at this point, I think I would be willing to overlook maybe.
I can't do that. I can't overlook it. I don't like the smell. I
take it back. I don't know. No. To be honest with you, I don't even like no. Mm-mm. But I'm gonna stick with it because I can think of nothing. Go ahead.
A terrible dresser.
Terrible dresser.
Only because I'm gonna fix it. If they don't have their own personal style, I don't mind helping them find it.
Yeah.
That I can do. That's probably the one. There's more bad qualities, but that would be the one that would probably stand out the most. That I'd be like,
that'd be a rough one for me.
I'd be like, okay. I'd be like, all right, went shopping for you. Let's throw all this other shit out.
Get rid of your cargo shorts.
But yeah, no. That's
tube socks.
Weed smoking cigarettes.
Smoking, I can't get no. Absolutely not.
So sorry. All right, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Hope you all enjoyed us bringing back Tanksley Tip.
Wasteful.
Lazy. And we will try to keep these segments a little more like jumbled up till the end of the year, as far as in like juggling them and putting different ones in, so that you all can get a lot more of us. And is this going to cause an argument? Baby, tell them where they can find you.
Hey, y'all can find me on Instagram at Marcus on the Gram. Y'all can find me on Facebook at Marcus on the Book. Y'all can find me on TikTok at Tank Don't Talk. Y'all can find my beard and body butter called Man Shit. You can go to manShyt.com and check that out. And yeah.
First of all, if you did not get into the Hoop Mob, That Chick Angel collaboration, there is a couple of pieces left. I'll be finding out if they're going to do any restocks. For those of you all who missed out on the wifey frames as well as the margarita chain, those were the two biggest items sold, especially, and also the That Chick charm that was also being sold. You can find me at That Chick Angel across most of my platforms, and you can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're watching. If you are listening, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. It helps us be more discoverable. And again, consider joining our Patreon. We're going into the holiday season. We're hoping to make a lot of really fun episodes, as well as do a lot of really fun activities with our Patreon. We've added 2 weekly exclusive Patreon content. We do home in other Reno with the Tanksleys on Wednesday, as well as short bonus episodes of this podcast on Fridays. And it's only for Patreon, nobody else. Right. So consider joining us for the Lolo. We damn near at the end of October, so that's $10. If you got $10 that you can hold on to till the end of the year, you get November and December, and you can give us a try and give yourself a little bit of a gift, okay? Go to www.patreon.com/thatchickangel. Until next time, you all be blessed, and we'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah, have a good one.
Bye!